If you want to know how to get from these percentages to these multiplier values, well, too bad, because I'm not your maths teacher. Hey, this is your maths teacher here. And for those who are interested in learning more about the maths behind MK1 scaling and how I came to my calculations in the previous video, this is the perfect video for you. Please note that I don't take class attendance. So now that all the r/Mortal Kombat users are gone, and it's just the Mortal Kombat gameplay users, here is the example combo I'm going to use to demonstrate my calculations. It features the standard scaling, Serena's bullshit scaling, and the time stop scaling. Now here is the analysis part. So in the first column, I have the hit number of the combo. The second column, I have the specific move I did in that said combo. The third hit is the damage as shown in MK1. So if you've added this all correctly, it should be the exact same combo damage as what's shown in MK1, which in this case it's 534.8, which is all correct. From there we can calculate the scale multiplier, which is simply just the hit damage with the scaling divided by the unscaled damage. And if you've done this correctly, then all these hits should be either the same as the previous one or decrease. They shouldn't be increasing. It's not how that works. From there, we can get the hit scaling for the individual move, because keep in mind this is all talking about the hit scaling from all the previous moves, but we want to isolate it for the specific move we've got. And to do that, it's just 1 minus the scaling multiplier for your current hit divided by the scaling multiplier for the previous hit. And then from there, you've got your 0.2 in this case, which keep in mind this actually applies from the previous hit. So therefore you need to just grab that value and put it in the row above and change it to percentage. And then from there, you've got the scaling percent of each of your individual hits. Keep in mind I had to round these hit scale numbers to counteract the fact that NOS automatically round the scales of the hit damage, because realistically these values have a lot more than 2 decimal places. So to counteract that, I have rounded these, which I don't think is unjustified, because if you want to confirm that these hits are indeed 5, 10, 15 or 20% to the exact T, then all you need to do is do that said move as the first hit and then let Sector's Missile hit it and then see the damage difference. Sector's Missile does 40 damage by default, so from there you can calculate the exact scaling. So now following this, I've changed the table. So now the output is the hit damage, because we have now established what the hit scaling is for each hit. And this is useful if you want to play around with the numbers or add in additional hits and see how much damage that's going to do before you actually do the combo itself. So here, I've still got these same columns here. The unscaled damage is my third column. The hit scaling, that's a fixed value now that we've figured this out. And the scale multiplier, that's just simply the scale multiplier of the previous hit times 1 minus the hit scaling of the previous hit. And from there, you get your similar hit scale multiplier. And to get the hit damage itself, you just multiply the scale multiplier by the damaged unscaled. And from there, you can see we still get the same 434.8, which means we've done it correct. Let me just make that 2 decimal places. Also, another thing that I have added to this table is the extent of Serena's combo extender and Gearus's time stop hits. And we'll start with Serena's combo extender. This is how I was able to find out that it's only the first hit of Serena's combo extender that does any scaling. It does 20% scaling. But the second, third, and fourth hit do not apply any scaling. And this is one of the reasons why Serena typically gets quite a fair bit of damage off the extender. Now with Gearus's time stop, you can see here that the initial time stop hit, so back forward 1 enhanced, has 20% scaling. However, the 2 hits that are done during the time stop don't actually apply any scaling at all. This is also the same case for the second time stop hit, so down back 3, that applies 20% scaling, but the second and third hit do not apply them. What I want to do now to show you that this does indeed work is we're going to do the same combo, but we're going to remove one of Serena's combo extenders. And then we're going to do the combo in MK1 to see if we actually get the correct amount of damage. So I'll just delete that. And then of course we get all that. So let me just update it like this. So there, the damage should be 520.68 damage if we only just do one Serena cameo extender.